We're out here in the mowing research plots with Professor of Integrative Biology, Kristen Baum. And Kristen, we met and did a story last year on monarchs and milkweed. How has that research been going?
The research has been going great. We've got 25 different mowing plots and 5 different mowing regimes, from Stillwater going west on 51, and then also a few sites north on I-35. And so it's a collaborative project between OSU and the Oklahoma Department of Transportation, and we're looking at the effect of different mowing regimes on pollinator habitat. So focusing on monarchs, but also thinking about other pollinators like native bees and the potential benefits for them.
So let's recap a little bit. Why is that important? Why are pollinators important? Why should people start thinking about that?
Well, there's been a lot of concern about pollinators. There's been documented declines in the monarch population in recent years, as well as a lot of native bees as well. And so there's interest in figuring out what can we do to help pollinators. And so roadsides would be one area where we've got a lot of potential habitat where we might be able to make a few modifications and be able to provide more habitat for pollinators. And in particular, thinking about the resources they need. So for monarchs, that would be milkweed as well as nectar plants, and then native bees. You have nectar plants, which they use for pollen as well, and then nest sites, so bare ground or wood. We've identified, I guess, some patterns that we think are important in terms of generating milkweed regrowth when we have monarchs here in Oklahoma. And then we're thinking about shifting gears and focusing more on nectar plants and other types of issues that we have on roadsides. And then we're standing out here, there's goldenrod, the yellow flowering plant out here, and we've also got a little bit of liatris, and both of those are well documented great nectar sources for monarchs, as well as native bees, and we've got some native Lespedezas and some other species as well. So again, it got a lot of great resources that just naturally occur in some areas along our roadsides.
This is like something that could really help them and bring them back to a thriving population, correct?
Yes, so there's been a big push for thinking about milkweed in particular and providing milkweed throughout the year, and so that's one of the big issues. And so they're currently being considered for listing under the Endangered Species Act, and one of the considerations that will go into that listing decision is what's being done on the ground now to support monarchs. So activities like delaying mowing in the spring, that's going to provide a lot of milkweed that wouldn't have been there otherwise, would be a big plus to supporting the monarch population. And current predictions are that it has been a pretty good year so far for monarchs, so we can expect to hopefully see a lot during migration, which, and we're seeing some now. Some of those are producing the 5th generation, so eggs and caterpillars that we'll see on milkweed now, but we should see peak migration. Usually it's into September, early October.
And that's something really popular for the public viewing as well, right? I mean, it's not just helping these pollinators helping ecosystems, and this is something that the public can actually see and take in its full beauty.
Yeah, and I think there's lots of events scheduled for this fall. I know the OSU Botanic Garden has a tagging event, as well as lots of other places. I think the Oklahoma City Zoo, and so a good chance to get out there and get involved and help make a difference.
And if you would like some more information on the Botanic Garden event, go to our website, sunup.okstate.edu.